I wanted to talk to you guys real quickly about our new partnership, and today we have a great product to show you. So now we've been with Cab King, and we are now with Highland Park. So we have their catalog available as well. And today, HiTech Diamond. This is our new HiTech Diamond Slant Cabber, and we're going to unbox it and show you everything you need to do to get one of these and start cabbing at home for very little price. If you're on a budget, you're going to love this. And it takes hardly any time to get this in. Alright, so let's get her open here. Like I said, shipped very well. Oh, it takes a couple days to get here. Okay. Yep. A little bit right there. Alright. As you can see, whoa, yeah, very well packed. Paper. Doesn't require much. Oh, there it is. It's okay. Excellent. So what we have here from HiTech Diamond, this is their 6-inch rock and mineral model. They make two different models. They make one for people that do glass work, which is great, but this is the rock and mineral model. This is the one you want if earthquake in a Star Trek episode. Go! Anyways, this is the model we want for cabbing rocks and gems and minerals. Okay, so what we've got so far in here, we've got our tubing and our instruction manual. We have a beautiful high-tech apron. Look at that. That's going to look nice. Some stickers. We love swag. We love swag, don't you? As a matter of fact, I might use those for something later. We have something special coming up. What else do we have here? Oh, yes. So we have our different discs here. This model comes with all the plates that you're going to need to do some basic cabochons. So it's going to start off, this is the HiTech 180 grit steel, okay, and then from there we're going to go to 325, 600, 1200, and then there's a Tech 11 canvas polishing pad, which comes with 14,000 grit polishing paste. So really good stuff for basic beginner. This is why we picked this, because this, if you're new to lapidary work or want to get started and don't want to invest a whole lot into it, this is a great machine for that. More aprons, more aprons. These won't come with yours. These were sent to us by our friends at HiTech. Thank you, Jen. Okay. Also, these were sent to us as extras. Okay. Here also, these are your acrylic backing plates for your different pads. All right, now we're just going to lift her out. Oh my goodness! Get out of there. Okay. Okay, so here's the machine. As you can look already, this thing is wicked light. It's only 13 pounds. So you can take it anywhere you want to go. If you like to go rock hounding or whatever, if you're going on a camping trip and you want to find some, do a little bit of, polishing and stuff while you're out camping, this will go with you on the road. It's awesome. It's awesome. Plus, it's going to be durable, easy to clean up. It's extremely easy to take care of, okay? So let's take a look at it. Okay, for one, it's all plastic. All right, you got nice plastic housings here and everything like that. Here's your water feed right here with your adjustable, okay? Now the part that isn't is, of course, your arbor here, which has your little easy on-off knob. So it's very easy for us to swap out our pads So instead of having like the other machine where we have all these wheels and it's so big and da 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 da, you just swap them out as you need them. All right, awesome. So nice plastic, nice and durable. It's thick plastic. It's not thin. It's not flimsy. That's for sure. Over this side, we have a little drain plug over here that we can hook up to a different type of. There are some accessories you can add on later. But here, this is really cool. All right, so this comes with a 1/4 horsepower DC variable speed motor, which is really cool because you get to adjust the speed as you need it. So you start from 0 and you go from as little as 800 RPM all the way up to 3,400 RPM. So depending on the material you're working with, if you get better results at different speeds, you can adjust it as you need. Absolutely. It's absolutely a fantastic deal. All right, so now the only other part up top, you got up here, well, you got your power outlet obviously in the back, 3-prong. This is 110 or 115 actually, but it's standard outlet. And then this is your water feed up here. Just fill this up with water and this will feed, gravity feed your water onto your lap, okay? Take off our black shield and just to let you know, I said, so underneath here, again, we have our arbor here, and then we have our little trough. This is where the water flows down, flows through the hole and out the side. And that's how you get your water out. And then also on our shroud, you can see these 4 screws up here. Those are for the adjustable feet, so you can adjust the height of your shroud. So that way you can tweak it to your comfort level. Really nice. Okay, so next thing I'm going to open up is, again, this is our 14,000 grit mesh paste. And now you guys know about our polishing. We do a lot of different levels of polishing. This is a good level right here, but yep, you get a nice dose of 14,000 grit for charging your pad and doing some nice gemstone polishing. And then in here we have the 180. And then this one is the 325. The red one is the 600 grit. Blue one, 1300 grit. And then this here is your polishing pad, which you'll charge with your paste. And then we have 4 acrylic plates. What these plates are is your pads go on your plates. So when your pad wears out, you don't have to get a whole new disc. You just have to get a new pad, which is much more affordable than buying a whole new plate or a whole new wheel. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so before we put our pads on, you need to remove this protective coating on both sides of the plate. And it should just peel off. I bet it's on there pretty good, but I bet it comes off pretty easily. And of course I have no fingernails. Hopefully Deandra has better luck than I do. Alright, so got just a little bit. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but I got her. Look at it, and then it just peels right out. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, that's pretty. That's pretty. Alright, now we just get to do it 8 more times. Alright, so real quick, when you guys start getting really frustrated trying to get these off, if you look around the side edge of the plate disc, Dee found this. You're going to find a little line right here. And that's just where they finished cutting the disc. And then you just kind of scrape at it with your fingernail and just pull it back off the edge, and it will come. So there's a little tip for you guys. All right, so now we've got all of our backing plates ready to go. And these are cut open and remove. Our 3M plates. Now these are 3M, so these are really good quality, and they're pressure adhesive. So now we just, again, remove the backing. Like so. Alright. Be very careful lining her up. Make sure she lands over the arbor. There you go. That is ready to roll. And you can see it actually hangs over the edge. So like I said, when it's worn off, pull it off, pop on your new one, and you're ready to roll. Alright, yeah. They go on super easy. This one here, I love. This polishing pad is really, really nice. It's a felt pad, so it's going to be a little trickier to get off there, but it's going to give you a nice polish to it. Now, these are the ones that come with your unit, so when you get it's ready to go, plug and play, which is what we really like. But there are options if you need more aggressive. If you're doing a lot of agates, things like that, the 180 is a great one, but they do offer the 60 if you want, or I believe it's 60, it should be a 60 or an 80. Double check with us on that one. But this polishing pad is really nice. It's a nice felt pad. I really like the leather pads for like cerium and stuff, so yeah, really, really nice. All right. Okay. So here's our diamond plated. This one's on an acrylic back also, which is different from ours. Ours is solid steel, but this is a really nice plate. So it's pretty nice here. I think I also should remove the back on this. All right. So the cowling just pops off. It just goes on these. It's got these little clips on the side, so it pops in and out very easily. So to start with, take it off. All right, so now we're putting on our pad. We took off the nut, right, and there's these two washers on here, okay? And you may think you might one on the bottom, one on the top. That's what we were thinking. No, that's not what we're doing. What it is these washers have rubber on one side and then they're metal, okay? They stack on top of one another. And I believe that how this works is the bottom washer is holding the plate, keeping it from sliding around. The top one actually grabs hold of the other washer, so it gives it a nice solid feel. So that looks really good. All right, so we do that, pop our cap on. Good. All right, a couple other quick adjustment things. You will cut this Allen wrench, which is for underneath here, in case you have to make an adjustment or change out the arbor in your machine. So there's your Allen wrench for that. Do not lose that. The other thing you have is your tubing. And the tubing is for your drain right here. So you take your tubing, go this side, I like it a little straight, push it on, it's compression tubing, good to sew, and you just run it over the back side of your table into your bucket. Now, you use any bucket, You can, but here at DanDee Rocks, we're only allowed to use one kind of bucket. The blue bucket from Lowe's. Yes, Deandra has a thing about blue buckets. So, if anybody wants to send Deandra a nice birthday present or Christmas present, if you send her a blue bucket, she will be extremely happy. And you can send your blue buckets to the address listed. No, I won't be long. So anyway, so you take this and just run it over the edge and down into your bucket and let it just drain off as it does. Sometimes we'll take a little clamp and clamp it onto the edge so that it doesn't fall out of the bucket and get water all over the floor. Alright, now let's get our power supply hooked up. It's got a nice little cover on the prongs. They're plugged in. This is called a safety loop. That's something I learned way back in the day when I used to do construction with power equipment. It's not a bad idea, but there you go. Here's our reservoir in the top. I'm just going to fill it with water. It holds a full quart of water. Now you can use just any regular tap water. You don't need to use stuff like distilled water, purified water. Don't use any of that stuff. If you have hard waters or something like that, sometimes what we'll do is maybe in a gallon of water, maybe add a little teaspoon of bleach in there just to keep crud from building up in the system. But yep, just fill it up with water. Let's turn it on and see what it does. Okay, now we're ready. Let's go ahead and power it up. So what you're going to do is turn it clockwise. Turns it on. You're at the slowest speed, 800 RPM. Each time you go to the next level, increasing up 1200, all the way up to 3400 RPM. It seems to really smooth out right there. And then we have our water feed. Alright, let's get our water flow going. You want to keep the water down. There it goes. Once it gets going, you gotta sometimes you just gotta bring it down, let the water flow, and then bring it back up. There you go. Just a little bit. Keep it up towards the center, and the centrifugal force will push the water all the way out to the edges.
Alright, here we go. Maiden voyage.
The water
Got
going.
our water on.
Now you tried it at different speeds.
Yes. And I kind of like, maybe because I'm used to the Cab King, I like the higher speed. It doesn't throw a lot of water, which is nice.
The cowl here, this catches all the water.
Yeah.
It goes down the tube and into the bucket. See?
It's a fairly clean machine. And it's nicely aggressive. Yeah.
Doing a piece of green goldstone right there.
Just to see how it goes. Yeah, this is a nice, comfortable machine.
And you know, you can sit while you're working. It's comfortable. You got a nice, comfortable angle.
Yeah.
And you have a large surface to work with.
Yeah, for 6 inches, I'm really surprised. Pretty impressed.
And hardly used any water. I mean, so you're doing really good. So, another thing we can do with the slant lap is we can polish flats, which is really nice.
Really like it for the flat.
Wow.